So question 1 is, how did I feel while completing the standardized patient? To be honest, I was actually very nervous. At first, I was very confident going into it, but as soon as I started talking to Lane, my confidence went out the window and I became very anxious and nervous, and I actually started shaking and my face started turning red. And so overall, while completing this SP, I was feeling very unconfident in my abilities to talk to this patient about this situation. For number 2, what do I think went well while interacting with the standardized patient was really how I was able to come up with and ask the difficult questions about Lane's situation, and how I was able to quickly and confidently answer his questions about where he needed to go, how to get tested, etc. I also feel like I did a good job in lowering Lane's anxiety about the situation and making sure that he felt like he was doing the right thing by coming and talking to me about it, and making sure that he knew that his emotions that he was feeling about the situation were valid. I also feel like went well was how I was able to take a time out and talk with my classmates and really compose myself and get my thoughts back together once I started having that nervousness. Because without that, I really feel like I would have been even more disorganized in how I was asking these questions and answering the questions as well. For number 3, what do I think did not go as well as I would have liked during the encounter was really just how I wasn't able to keep my composure as well when talking about this STD situation. I had a lot of trouble with my facial expressions, and I began moving too much in the spinny chair. I was kind of moving around, and this really made, or at least I think made, Lane feel a lot more anxious and uncomfortable when talking to me about the situation. And another thing that I thought didn't really go as well was how I said a lot, and I feel like this made Lane feel less confident in my abilities to talk to him and take care of his situation. And so I just really wish that I wouldn't have said so many times in order to prevent Lane from feeling that way. And number 4, what did I learn from these encounters that I'll carry forward with me into the clinical practice is really just the idea of grounding myself when a patient tells me their situation. And what I mean by grounding is that after the patient tells me their problem or situation, I'll just take a second and gather my thoughts about the situation, breathe, maybe fix my posture, and then begin speaking with the patient about it. That way I'll really be able to calm my nerves and actually be confident in my answers and my abilities as an athletic trainer to handle these really difficult situations.